Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is going to be the top 10 rares in the game that you can take to 6-star, mastery them up, get them going on endgame content, and be satisfied that you've done so. We're going to go into that in a minute. But this video is actually sponsored by Simply Nuck. They've been building insane machines for years and years. And they have just released their first laptop called the Nemesis. Now, the Nemesis is... it's a beast of a machine. I was using my Alienware laptop before I did this PC build, and I could not play Raid Shadow Legends, render a video, and record at the same time. The machine would just freeze up because it didn't have enough cores. This machine has got an i7 6-core. It's a beast of a machine, which means you'd be able to do all of those things at the same time, no problem. It's got 64 gig of RAM. It's got a GeForce 2070 in it. Yeah, absolutely. And it's lightweight as well, which makes it just useful to use. So there is going to be a giveaway. It's only for EU, UK. So what do you need to do to get involved? You need to follow at SNUC Gaming on Twitter. You need to do a tweet on the link I'm going to put below. So in a pinned comment, I'm going to put a link below that you need to click onto and put a tweet that is hashtag why I need Nemesis. So put your own gaming or PC related story on that, on a tweet, and it will be drawn from those entries. So it's a fantastic prize. Thank you, Simply NUC, for sponsoring the video, and let's get into it. So as I said, 10 rares that are going to be game changers for you, champions that you can absolutely rely on in the end game content, and kind of level them right up. And the first one, actually, it's going to be a Void champion, but it's somebody that I used in the Affinity Cup, and it was a surprise for me. So I had him on my tier list. I had him ranked lower than he should have been, because he is actually a beast of a champion. Probably more into mid-game, early mid-game. If you pull him early, absolutely valuable champion to use. Arispecs, he's a Lizardman. Really strong base speed, good base defense, very good base HP. He's a support champion. He's got a speed lead for the arena, which you definitely need if you're going to get yourself into the gold arenas. He has got a revive mechanic on his A3 and a fill turn meter. So if you're trying to get through faction wars for Lizardman, a revive champion is a brilliant champion to have. He's also got a fill turn meter and increased speed on his A2. It's only the small version, but still very, very useful champ. And he also brings poison on his A1. I used Arispecs in my Affinity Cup account teams for Arena, for Clan Boss, for Dragon. And he was actually the difference between me and some of the other competitors in terms of the damage I was putting out and the times I was doing. So do not sleep on this guy. He is actually a brilliant, brilliant champion. Arispecs, you can use him in a lot of areas of the game, but I would say Arena and Clan Boss and Dragon are the three best ones. And Faction Wars, sorry. That's going to be number 10. Let's go on to number 9. And this guy is... where is he? Where is he? Night Revenant. Right, Night Revenant. Easy to say. Not easy to find him. There he is. Coffin Smasher. So Coffin Smasher, I did a guide on this guy when he came out. He has not gone down in my estimations. He is a brilliant, brilliant rare. He is end game, or at least Nightmare, Clan Boss Fireball. He's actually got a really cool looking skin. I really like this guy. I'm not really sure what all this is though. Any ideas? Has he got an octopus on his back? I don't know. Anyway, he's cool. Maybe he's just kind of juiced up with this purple stuff and it's making him get strong. I'm not sure. But he is a cool champion. So he's got decreased attack on his A1. It's the most important debuff to place on the Clan Boss in the whole game. Really good champion for this. Free hitter as well, so we can get a nice few Giant Slayer procs off with this. And when you book him out, you do need to book this one. Got to book him out, and he will get a 30% chance on each hit to place the big version of decreased attack. Very reliable decreased attacker. He's also got an HP burn on his A2, which is very cool as well. And he's got a bit of damage reduction on his A3 from the Clan Boss hits. Now, why I like this guy is because he's only got 2 abilities. So you don't really need to put books into this, but you're probably going to get books into it because you have to book this one up. But because he's only got 2 abilities, he doesn't waste time doing too much more than decrease attack. And you want decrease attack to be on all the time on Clan Boss. His base stats in HP are good. His damage is based on HP as well. His damage is okay, it's nothing to write home about. But you can keep him alive. His base defense is a little low, but not too bad for a rare. His base speed is low. But again, if you're working him up to Nightmare, it's definitely viable to get him up to the right level of speeds. For me, absolute game changer of a rare if you do not have that big decrease attack champion. Probably the best decrease attack rare in the whole game. So let's move on to the next one then. And this is going to be a champion which you see in a lot of high-end teams. We have got, let's avoid Painkeeper. Painkeeper is, she forms a lot of the unkillable teams, and she has done since her release. So she's got this ability to cool down ally skills. Now, this, for unkillable teams, it's more reliable than even having someone like a Prince Kaimar, because you know exactly when it's going to happen, and you know exactly what it's going to do to every champion in your team. So it's going to decrease the cooldown of one ally skill by 1 turn. It's really important. The Kaimar reset everyone's abilities does not help you when you're trying to do something like a double man-eater or a single man-eater comp, because it doesn't fall into sync properly. So this 4-turn cooldown, reduce all ally skills by 1 turn, is actually more effective than Kaimar for unkillable teams. She's got very good base speed, good base HP, low base defense, but she's pretty much used for unkillable teams, so that doesn't even matter. She's got a heal here on her A2, and she's got some turn meter fill on her A1. She also has got an HP faction Cryptosaurus, nothing major really. But she's just great for the unkillable setup. She's good if you're trying to get someone like a Seer to go more frequently, or a Coldheart to use a Heartseeker more frequently in dungeons, and also strong in faction wars as well. So good all-round champion, definitely worth a 60. You only really need to get books here. Don't worry about if books fall elsewhere, I guess they're going to, but this is the only place you want to book her. So she's great for this. Definitely get free books here, although she's not that usable actually. But free books here, really worthwhile. Okay, let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is the chilliest person in the game. She's not found there. She is found here. Miss Chili 2019, Miss Chili 2020, and people have got us pipped as a favourite of Miss Chili 2021. Lady H was on stream with me and she said she must be waxed. Look at this figure. And if all of this wasn't good enough, she is the only rare in the whole game that has got a decreased defense AoE ability with a 100% chance to land when booked. She's better than the majority of epics and legendaries actually for this ability. There's not many that do it at 100% chance to land, 3-turn cooldown. She's actually mental because of that. This skill here, maybe she should be higher in the list. This skill here is incredibly crucial for endgame content. If you do not have another decreased defense champion on a cooldown like this, then get yourself a Warmaiden. She is a farmable champion. She's got a great base speed. Pretty bad base stats other than that. You need to put her in defensive gear. Don't worry about trying to make her do damage. She will carry you through the dungeons all day long. Brilliant champion. I've got a guide out on her. You should check it out if you don't know about it already. But despite how chilly she is a fantastic champion. She does have a bit of poison ability here as well. So this is quite nice for dragons. But yeah, you can run her through any dungeon and she will help you with this ability. Okay, moving on then. Number 6. Number 6 is one of the undead. And you probably know about this girl. If you don't already, then you should do. She's single-handedly the strongest poisoner in the whole game. The whole game. She will do more damage in than any other poisoner in the whole game when paired with a counter-attacker. If she's not paired with a counter-attacker, then a Cult Brawler takes her place. But still, she is strong with or without a counter-attacker. Brilliant, brilliant base stats for a rare. You kind of want to get this booked out to -3 turns. So that's quite a lot of books here. And you definitely want to get this booked out as well. But saying that, she already does 80% chance to land 2 poisons. So it's not like it's bad, but booking it out makes it 100, makes it great. You don't really want books to fall here because she doesn't even use it on Clan Boss. And Clan Boss is her place to be. She is Clan Boss champion, a Spider not Spider, sorry, a Dragon champion, but that's probably about it. But still, for those two areas, she is involved in end game Ultra Nightmare unkillable teams. She can play in Ultra Nightmare anyway because she's got good enough base stats, and she will be kicking out tons of damage for you in this game. Level her up, book her out. She will be one of your best champions throughout the whole game. Okay, let's move on then to one of the starter champions. I guess you're going to find out who it is without me telling you. Kael is the best starter champion in the game. Closely followed by Aethel, but Aethel doesn't make the top 10, so it shows how much better he is. Viable end game in... He's actually viable end game in Dragon, Clan Boss, Arena, Faction Wars. Probably it's not far off end game for something like Fire Knights as well. He's got a multi-hit A3. So very, very good champion. His reviews, I mean, there's so many reviews. Look at how he scores on all of these. They're not wrong, guys. He is beastly in this game. Great champion. He's got poison here. He's got poison here. AoE hard-hitting hit on his A2. Decent amount of cooldowns. He's worth booking out, but you don't have to book him out. Good base speed. Okay base other stats. But Kael is definitely an end game viable champ. Okay, let's move on. Number 4. This might surprise a few people. Let me just see where she is in terms of faction. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you on my list? Here we go. Yeah. Oh, she's a barbarian. I never really think of her as a barbarian. She is relatively new to the game. Soulbond Bowyer. Soulbond, number 4. She is insane. She's insane. I guess the top 4 could all be interchangeable, really. She's got an AoE on her A1 and it hits hard. It's got an additional 25% chance to crit, so you don't need to build her up with 100% crit rate. She's got an A2, additional 25% chance to crit. This does the same thing. So maximum you need to get to is 75% crit. She's also got a crit aura in all battles, another 12. So if you put her as your lead, you actually only need to get to 63% crit rate, which means you can push her other stats right up. She can hit hard. She has got a fully deplete turn meter on her A3. Fully depleting turn meter is better than Coldheart's 100% deplete. Sometimes turn meter goes above 100%. So this will deplete the turn meter of a spider to 0, not to a chunk above 0, which is what Coldhearts can do. Now, you can book this up to 100% as well. I would say that it's probably worth booking her out because she hits hard and she'll be in endgame teams. She's endgame viable for Fire Knights, endgame viable for Spider, endgame viable for the Arena. Really solid champion. Chance to drop turn meter is great for the Arena. This one here ignores 75% of a target's defense in the Arena, will one-shot tanks. She is solid as a champion. I've got a guide out on her. Check the guide out. She's brilliant. Good base speed, okay base other stats, but she scales really well. Multipliers are good. Really, really good champ. Worthy of a top 5 spot. So next up then, number 3 is going to be a Void champion. I think she's here, yeah. Reliquary Tender. I've spoken about it before as well. Just a brilliant rare. Brilliant rare. Brilliant base stats. Right across the board, brilliant base stats. Decrease attack, small version on her A1. Removes all debuffs from all allies and places heals on them on her A2. Great for Dragon. Great for Spider. Great for Clan Boss. Great for Fire Knight. Great for Ice Golem. She scores high across the board everywhere in the game. And she's also got Revive Ally with turn meter on her A3 as well. All of those abilities are brilliant. She's not going to make you hit harder. She's going to keep you alive for longer. And she's going to keep you getting through those dungeons where you're struggling. She's a brilliant champion. Definitely worth your time. On my tier list, she rates second best rare. On this tier list, I'm rating her number 3 because I think the one who's going to come in second place here just has more value for endgame. More value, and it's going to be another Void, and it's going to be Coldheart. Now, Coldheart is the hardest hitting rare in the game, without fail. I'm sure she is. Must be. Because of this ability here. She drops turn meter by 100%. So remember I spoke about this just now. She's got an extra 30% chance to land a crit with this. So you only need to push her to 70% crit rate. She's got enemy max HP, which attack here. This will do over 1 million easily on the spider and drops turn meter. Best spider champion for a rare, probably for an epic as well in the whole game. She's also insane in finites, end game viable in finites. I run 2 Coldhearts in my end game finite team. I'll show you a version of that at the end. Attacks 4 times at random, brilliant for finites. Heal reduction, brilliant for finites. Only place in the whole game where it is brilliant. Poison and decrease accuracy here, and this ability here is a nuke. You just build up with okay speed, good HP level, 70% crit, as much crit damage as you can put on her. That's what you want. Great champion. I'll show you at the end her in action. And then lastly, number 1 spot, I'm sure you've guessed it, but Apothecary. Apothecary, like Coldheart, is end game viable in a lot of teams. It's end game finites, end game spider, end game dragon, end game clan boss, end game faction wars. Viable in all of those teams. Triple hit here. Ally heal, which can crit, which means that he can basically bring someone back to life full health with this ability. And then increased speed and turn meter here makes him end game arena, end game everything basically. Great support champion with massive base stats. Very easy to keep alive. Very easy to use him as a tank in an off affinity. Something like Fire Knights. Let me show you the 2 top tier champions. So let's show a couple of them in action then. We've got a couple of Coldhearts in here and the winner, the Apothecary. And you'll just see, I mean, I've got them in a legendary status team, but then they're legendary status champions for me. So decreased defense and weaken goes out there. Coldhearts come in and slam people for tons of damage. Apothecary is just helping us move fast. And he's going to have the triple hit for the boss. And the main thing here is we just got to get through. I mean, the waves are so fast. It's like we've got a seer in the team. We're moving through the waves so fast because of the damage these Coldhearts can do. And basically, if you've got rares that are this strong, you actually don't necessarily need to even build up some of the epics or some of the legendaries. It gets to the point now for me that, these 2 are probably 2 of the champions I build most for other people. Apothecary and Coldhearts. So see here, lots of multi-hits going in. Obviously, the Heartseekers land at the wrong time, as always. That's what we like to do on this game, land all our abilities at the wrong time. But the decreased healing is out there. That means that any damage we do will actually stay done. And then hopefully we get 1 Heartseeker land at the right time to give us a chance of actually winning this fight. Here we go. Decreased defense and weaken is on. And now this is done deal. So, I mean, you can just see the value there. 760k hit on level 20 boss. Basically a see you later slam. And that is going to be that, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Top 10 rares. Do not worry about leveling these up. They're all brilliant champions. Get involved in the giveaway as well. I'll catch you all soon.